It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. You can feel the energy here in Air Canada Center. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Redick and Covington make up the perimeter. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's Fultz in at the 1. And Valanciunas out of Lithuania, the 5th overall pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he's still quite young. You know, a lot of talent offensively. Defensively, he's probably had less of an impact, but that's where he has to take the next step.
Now here's Embiid. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. And that one, good.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offense. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay constant. It's about denying high percentage shots and layups and open threes. If we can make them shoot contested jumpers, and they make them, we'll tip our caps to them. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, nice work. Holding this offense in check will not be a simple job today.
Especially if they're allowed to get off to a quick start. If they get into a rhythm right away, it's almost impossible to get them out of it.
This team, they like to attack quickly before the defense gets set. So you have to be ready for that and be fast to get back on every possession.
Here's Leonard after Ben Simmons' bucket. Outside for Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
Embiid the screen. Redick against Green. Clock at 6, and Redick kicks to Embiid. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Toronto's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Now Fultz. Embiid with a screen on Lowry. Fultz kicks to Covington. Simmons against Leonard. Clock at 4. Lets it go from 14. Another shot, and Embiid finishes inside.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Lowry with the ball. The feed now to Valanciunas. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Outside Leonard. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now here's Simmons. Over Valanciunas.
And Fultz is a great dunker. Makes high-octane slams look effortless.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. And again, no good by Toronto. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Redick, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line. And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Green against Redick. Now here's Green. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hey, Greg, with Redick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Redick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
Raptors trail by 4. Outside Lowry. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lowry's got 8 points.
That's a grown man's basket right there by Kyle Lowry. He is so good at getting dirty down inside.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Outside Leonard. Pass to Lowry. Outside Green. There's a screen. Leonard on the wing. It's good. This game is all even.
The combination of finesse and power, that's what gives Leonard such an edge in close.
And here is Simmons. Covington kicks to Fultz. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
And he can't get the first one. And you ask the scouts about Fultz. He has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
He hits the second from the line.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 8. Dives for it. Embiid with the steal. Here's Redick. Simmons on the wing. There's the dish to Embiid. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
And that one misses. And Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
And he's good on the second.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Now here is Ibaka. No good off the front iron.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Over in the corner, Fultz. Embiid is at the elbow. Outside, Redick, and the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lights checked in. Now here's Simmons. He has 5. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And Lowry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Fultz. Now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Miles against Covington. He dishes it to Fultz. To the paint. Stolen by Miles. Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Wright. To the middle. Ibaka dishes to Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. And the Raptors miss again.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Back to Simmons. The pass to Embiid. And Simmons slams it in.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Screened by Ibaka. Lowry for three. Knocks down the three ball. Lowry's got 11.
Well, Lowry will never hesitate to take a three. It's a big part of his arsenal.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Well over a decade in the NBA for C.J. Miles, taken straight out of high school by the Jazz back in 2005.
And he's just now entering his 30s. A good floor spacer and solid defender at the 2 or 3 spot.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And here are the 76ers now. 3-point lead. Saric outside. Johnson with a screen on Miles. Lock at 6. Chandler. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Van Vliet, covered by Smith. Siakam kicks to Miles. Screened by Valanciunas. Van Vliet passes to Valanciunas. Sinks that one from the post.
When you look at that lead pass there, he just has such a great feel for the game.
Smith outside. Pass to Saric. Baseline try. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Van Vliet kicks to Wright. Passes it to Van Vliet. Right side. Sweet little floater. Wright's got his first points in this one.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Screen by Smith. McConnell kicks to Smith. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. Count the basket. Here's Van Vliet. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Right outside. Shot off the screen. Rebounded by Wilson Chandler. The 76ers lead. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. Chandler's got 5 points so far.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Here's Siakam. And Miles kicks to Siakam. Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. Here's Siakam. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And it's great to see how the Raptors have energized the city of Toronto and the whole country of Canada, in my opinion. They have some passionate fans, and guess what? A new generation falling in love with the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Well, the Raptors with terrific attendance rates, and playoff games are a hot ticket, Steve.
Yes, they are. There hadn't been a lot of postseason action in Toronto. The baseball and hockey teams are not exactly lighting it up, but the Raptors have been a bright spot for sure.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Chandler kicks to McConnell, and the rejection by Valanciunas. It's Miles on the wing. He's guarded by Chandler. Pass to Van Vliet. And 1:01 left in the first. And the Raptors miss again.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Toronto called for the foul.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years, and a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
That free throw, no good. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
And he's good on the second.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Right outside. There's the pass to Van Vliet. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And Saric kicks to McConnell. Saric a screen on Miles. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Screen by Saric. From 13, Chandler, no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And we'll be back with you shortly. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for JJ and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Charge is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Johnson, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Smith in at the 2.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Screen by Valanciunas. Van Vliet kicks to Miles. Here's Valanciunas. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Valanciunas has a look from the mid-range. He is very comfortable taking it.
Johnson the screen. Charge outside. On the wing, Chandler. Johnson sets the screen for Chandler. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Siakam passes to Valanciunas. Here's Siakam. Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Saric. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire? Or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started in this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, "You know what, Smitty, it's time." I said, "Golly, coach, in the game, in the middle of the game." But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Raptors. Green comes in for DeLon Wright. Both good from the line that time. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or 2 away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
From the corner, out to Chandler. Smith against Leonard. Smith outside. Charge, a screen on Leonard. And the foul called on Danny Green. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. Johnson the screen. Chandler against Leonard. Chandler's shot good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Raptors trail by 9. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
Showing no fear. Kawhi brushes off. Intense defense.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, "I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post." I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint.
And they continue to control the glass.
Chandler against Leonard. Chandler dishes to Sharch. The turnaround Jay. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And it's an 11-point 76ers lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And after the Raptors were swept in the 2017 conference semifinals, do you guys get the sense that Coach Dwayne Casey's on the hot seat?
You know, I don't think so. I think Casey already survived a changing of the guard in the front office. He doesn't feel the pressure to keep his job, just the pressure to do his job, putting his players in the best position to compete.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
He's checked in for Toronto. On defense, Philadelphia. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Siakam. Green, the screen. Siakam misses.
And on some plays, everything goes your way, except for the finish.
Fultz makes it off the glass. Fultz has got 7 points in the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside Lowry. Feeds it to Leonard. Outside Green. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. And again, Toronto no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fultz kicks to Covington. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. He feeds it to Embiid. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Leonard kicks to Lowry. Ibaka with the screen on Covington. Man showing some terrific range. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Inside. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Embiid's got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ibaka goes in. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 12. Fultz the pass to Embiid. Redick against Green. From 12 feet out. The shot by Redick, no good.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Passes it to Siakam. Three-pointer, Lowry. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Oh, yeah, he's cooking now. When Lowry heats up, he can win it for you single-handedly.
Covington a screen on Leonard. And Simmons kicks to Covington. Out to the wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team set.
Raptors trail by 9. There's the pick. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Kicks it to Green. Shoots over Redick. Green, no luck. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Simmons. Covington kicks to Embiid. Shot from free throw range. Toronto grabs the miss.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Covington against Leonard. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Covington. Shot is good in the 76ers lead. Is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Fultz dishes to Embiid. Over Ibaka. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's 6 points for Joel Embiid. And you see Markelle Fultz and how he plays. Wasn't as hyped coming into college, but he changed that tune after one season.
And in that final year, Fultz grew a full 3 inches. I think that helped move him into the elite prospect range. At 6'5", with that 6'10" wingspan, he has the special size that you look for, and really was the lone bright spot on an otherwise underachieving college team.
Embiid the screen. Now Fultz. He has 7. Puts it up from 12. It's good. Embiid's got 8 points.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Toronto calls timeout. And the pick and roll, Smitty, such a key play in the NBA in your eyes. Who are the most devastating pick and roll players in the league?
I think guys with the ball in their hand is James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard. Some of the role guys are Blake, DeAndre Jordan, Draymond Green, because he can make a play with the basketball afterwards. And anytime you put best players in the pick and roll like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, they are definitely guys that makes defense really think about it.
Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's DeLon Wright in for Danny Green. Raptors trail by 11. Lowry with the ball. 14 points for him. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. There's the screen. Back to Ibaka. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside, Simmons. Fultz with the ball. Now Wright defending. Fultz kicks to Covington. 5 on the clock. Embiid wide open. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Now here's Lowry. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
For a long time, it seemed like the league slept on Kyle Lowry. He wasn't an every night starter until his 8th season in the league. I think he still brings that underdog mentality every night.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And Lowry had to scrap and fight for the starting role, even in Toronto. And Smitty, at first, they had him playing behind Jose Calderon.
I don't think they know what they had in Lowry. Sometimes you don't see what's right under your nose. In the end, he forced their hand, and look now. Unbelievable player.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And so he makes both from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Embiid with a screen on right. Fultz kicks to Covington. Buries the long-range jumper. And the 76ers lead by 12.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Wright sets a screen. Outside Leonard. Miles with a screen on Simmons. Leonard kicks to Wright. Dishes it to Miles. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Fultz dishes to Redick. It's stolen by Lowry. Now running, there comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. He gets that one. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
It's stolen by Lowry. Outside Leonard. Over Simmons. Here's Valanciunas. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. He's got 8.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Embiid with a screen on Miles. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard with the steal.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Embiid with the screen on right. Embiid the screen. Now the feed to Covington. Simmons against Leonard. 8 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 11 points for Ben Simmons.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Left side Lowry. 4 seconds left. And again, it's Toronto converting.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. 76ers ahead, up 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 3 steals, and 4 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half his shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Ibaka is the 4, and Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Green, and it's Leonard in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guards space to pull up or attack the rim.
Back to Lowry. The dish to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Ibaka sets the pick for Green. And it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia leading by 4. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
Leonard, the pass to Valanciunas. He's off on that one. And here's Fultz. He has 7. Embiid with the screen on Lowry. Embiid the screen. Up top, Simmons. Lowry covering. And that one's good. Simmons got 14.
And the variety that Simmons offers on offense is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
Screen by Ibaka. Simmons against Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed, and the wide open shot from Green. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Over Ibaka, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And the wide open shot from Redick. The three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game. Raptors trail by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. And it's Lowry penetrating. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Screen by Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Valanciunas. Not as good in the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
And with a defender right up on him, Kawhi maintains focus, and he buries the jumper.
Covington kicks to Fultz. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Fultz has got 9.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Green. Leonard with a screen on Redick. Green against Redick. Ibaka dishes to Green. That one goes in. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Ibaka comes with the double team. Covington wide open. He fires. That three off the mark. Raptors trail by 6. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Great communication on the alley-oop.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Fultz the pass to Redick. He dishes it to Simmons. Here's Fultz. No good from outside. Toronto's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Ibaka right side. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, we couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles. Kyle Lowry told me, we're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be. Kevin?
And DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And Smitty, I can see on a court where you have a favorite spot to shoot, but were you the kind of guy, too, because you were such an outstanding shooter, that you had to receive the ball at a certain place, like on your hip or around your shoulder, in front or on the side? Was that important to your shot?
Hey, Kevin, great question. A lot of guys like it in different situations. They call it a shot pocket, but I kind of liked it on my left side to kind of grab it with my left hand so I can catch it. Then I can rip through an all-in-one motion or pump fake. So putting it on that left hand was where I really liked it, Kevin.
It was in your rhythm, right? That's exactly where you could catch, and that was the rhythm that you would establish for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And every time it was there, you just felt like it was going in. Obviously, if it wasn't perfect, you still had to make the shot. But that's where I liked it, right on that left hand to go right into my shot.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Over in the corner, Fultz. Offensive rebound. Johnson, good. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
There's a screen. Covington against Leonard. Unable to get that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Redick is in the corner for the 3, drills the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
J.J. Redick, one of the premier shooters in this league. Boy, he knocked that one down.
Here's Leonard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Kawhi Leonard right there in the thick of the MVP conversation. We know he doesn't care about recognition. He just focuses on basketball.
And Leonard just entering the prime of his career, Steve, absolutely among the top 5 players in the NBA right now.
You're right, Kevin, and one of just 3 players in the league history to win both Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And by the way, the others, Hakeem and Michael Jordan, are the other 2.
And the first one drops.
Kawhi Leonard, a stifling defensive presence, both individually and in help situation. He's a difference maker.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lights checked in, and the 76ers will go for a different look here. Sharch checked in for Ben Simmons. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. Smith checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Leonard hits them both. And Kawhi Leonard, nicknamed the Claw for his enormous hands. He uses them to pile up steals.
You know what's crazy, Kevin? He has worked hard to improve the strength in his hands, too. Catching and throwing medicine balls. Ball handlers beware. You show him the ball, and it's gone.
Pass to Van Vliet. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Hey, this is what happens when Kawhi gets the ball. He draws in the defense, and you leave someone open.
Johnson sets the screen for Smith, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Miles is checked in. Now McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. He kicks to Chandler. 5 to shoot. Fires it up. The 76ers again can't hit it. Raptors trail by 3. Wright with it. Here's Van Vliet. Screened by Ibaka. Wright dishes to Ibaka. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now here's McConnell. Johnson the screen. Got a piece of it. Fast break Toronto. Here's Miles, and then Miles with the dunk.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt, that could be a gigantic swing in momentum, given how that sequence developed.
And here's McConnell. Johnson the screen. 6 to shoot. Sharge passes to Chandler. Shoots over Miles. And that one comes up a bit short. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And there's the pass to Wright. Feeds it to Miles. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. And Sharich kicks to Smith. Back to Sharich. Looking to end the drought. Out to Chandler. Pulls up on the wing. He can't get it to go. Raptors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Ibaka against Johnson. For the lead, Ibaka, no luck.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
Smith kicks to Johnson. Pass to McConnell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Dishes it to Chandler. Shoots over Miles. Another shot. And the layup by Sharge. Sharge has got 6.
High percentage play. Working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Miles kicks to Wright for the tie. He doesn't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
76ers have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, the Raptors' playoff letdowns have left fans wondering, can they really contend for a title? Their offense has vanished. You think of Game 3 versus the Bucks. 30 points in the first half, the lowest scoring mark in franchise history.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Toronto. And the 76ers also making a change. Embiid's checked in. And the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, but it's all about translating that strength to the playoffs, Steve, isn't it?
It is. The front office, they have hinted they need a culture reset, and that was something they wanted to do. They're not content with just winning 50 games and getting swept in the second round.
McConnell passes to Saric. Out to Chandler. From the arc. It's good from long range. Chandler's got 12 in the game.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And Wright gets to Green. Back to Wright. Ibaka sets the pick for Wright. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Chandler against Green. Chandler kicks to Smith. Toronto grabs the miss. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Right outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Siakam, the shot, no good. Now McConnell. He feeds it to Chandler. A 3-ball. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
Here, Dwayne Casey asking for more precision on offense and more attention to detail on defense.
Yeah, carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of the game.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Smith. Joel Embiid out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Smith outside. Embiid with the screen on right. Smith kicks to Chandler. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Raptors trail by 7. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Pass to Valanciunas. There's the screen. Green up on top. He's guarded by Chandler. Shot from the wing. And that one, good. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. McConnell passes to Saric. Back to McConnell. With the teardrop. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Wright, and finished off by Wright.
And Lowry has no problem setting up teammates. He strikes a good balance between passing and scoring.
Leonard, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Philadelphia also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Chandler. Reddick comes in for Smith, and it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. Free throw drops for Wright. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Fultz dishes to Covington. Embiid the screen. Over in the corner, Fultz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5, and he makes that one. And it's 8 points for Dario Saric.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Lowry kicks to Green. Now the feed to Leonard. Back to Green. Screened by Valanciunas. A wide open look here for Wright. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers leading by 4. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
And here's Green outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight. Fultz with the ball. Covington with it. Now Green defending. Covington kicks to Saric. To the left side wing. And Fultz gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Wright the pass to Lowry. Leonard dishes to Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. And Lowry gets double teamed 8 feet away. And Valanciunas puts it in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Fultz kicks to Redick. The dish to Saric. Back to Redick. Embiid with the screen on Wright. Here's Redick. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lowry passes to Leonard. Screened by Valanciunas. At the top of the key, Lowry. Right for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now here's Fultz. Now recovering. Fultz dishes to Embiid. Finds himself wide open and drills it. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Here's Wright. Green the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That can happen when the energy gets turned up, the stakes gets raised. Bad miscue.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons has checked in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Back to Simmons. Covington setting the pick for Simmons. Jumper off the screen. No good off the front iron.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Outside Lowry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. You know, Smitty, you love the grit of Kyle Lowry. 6'0", but he holds his ground.
A hard-nosed defender. He puts his body on the line all the time. You see him taking a lot of charges. Great quickness, too, and anticipation to rack up a lot of steals.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
good on both.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Now here's Fultz. Outside, Reddick. Over in the corner, Fultz. 4 on the clock. Over Lowry. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Kicks to Green. Valanciunas with a screen on Reddick. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
The 76ers trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Embiid the screen. Fires from deep. And Reddick the bucket on the assist from Fultz. Reddick's got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Lowry. And Leonard has it in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for Toronto. Simmons passes to Covington. Outside, Simmons. Outside, Reddick. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Shooting in Philadelphia. 2 shots.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Valanciunas with a screen on Covington. Leonard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
As crafty as he is explosive, Kawhi Leonard gets the defender where he wants him. Gets to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, he's deadly from the free throw line. He's deadly from the field. Seems like Kawhi Leonard shoots a higher volume of free throws almost every year.
Good on the second free throw.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Now Simmons. Embiid sets the pick for Reddick. He dishes it to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Fultz, no good. Toronto's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Lowry drives in and stolen by Simmons. Up top, Covington. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Shooting for Toronto, Kyle Lowry. At the line for two.
And the first one drops.
In a league full of talented point guards, sometimes Lowry's efforts, they get overlooked, but he's a game changer.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both. The 76ers trail by 4. And Simmons kicks to Fultz. Right through the D for the layup. Fultz has got 5 points in the quarter.
And Fultz can pretty much score from any area, even inside when the D's all over him. Love how composed he is.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
And Valanciunas is far from a finished product, Steve. His coaches and teammates feel he will get better. But in your opinion, where does he need to improve?
I think on a defensive end, he does a nice job of blocking shots, but I would love to see him in rotations, being able to be there a little bit earlier. And then on the offensive end, extend his range a little bit more and also have somewhat of a go-to move down on the low block.
The 76ers trail by 5. And Simmons kicks to Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Valanciunas dishes to Leonard. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Simmons with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Simmons passes to Covington. Down low, just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Toronto's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. And Lowry has it in the corner. From deep, Green. A 3-pointer is right on target. Green's got 11 in the second half.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Fultz kicks to Covington. Here's the screen. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Shoots over Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Embiid drops them both. Raptors with the lead. Outside Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Inside. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Lowry. That's now 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Embiid dishes to Covington. Faults the pass to Embiid. And here's Covington from the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
There's the pick. Valanciunas with a screen on Redick. Screen by Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Lowry. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Redick with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Whenever they need a crucial bucket, they turn to JJ. He has been in these situations many times before.
Valanciunas with a screen on Redick. Screen by Ibaka. Green kicks to Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He thrives in these big moments. He's always ready to help put the game away.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Pass to Fultz. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Shoot 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Valanciunas with a screen on Redick to the paint. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Covington against Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Timeout called the 76ers. The score knotted at 102. 51 seconds left in the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. Ibaka with the screen on Redick. Green passes to Ibaka. Buries it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Here's Embiid. It's in.
And they do have a foul to give.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 2. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green with the ball. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry for 3. Right between the eyes.
The defense knew Lowry would most likely get the shot. He still came up with the clutch bucket.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 1. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Fultz kicks to Embiid. To win it.
What a shot!
I love that one.
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Was that for real? Did I just see that?
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply